Did I develop my love for onsen during the trip, or do I have previous experience? I have previous experience. The first time that I went to an onsen was, it was quite a few years ago. I think the place is closed down now, but it was a place called, I think it was like Onsen Eido Monogatari or something, or Oedo Onsen Monogatari. If anyone's ever been to that, it's kind of like this it's this almost like an onsen theme park. That was my first ever onsen experience. It's like an onsen theme park. The one in Odaiba. Oh, you found me and recommended. Oh, thank you, Mori. No, Mori. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But to anyone, I saw someone else said that they were recommended my stream, and it's like, I'm just yapping about Japan. But if you want to know about onsen and how to do it, maybe this can make you excited to get naked and bathe with others. But yes, it was like an onsen theme park called Oedo Onsen Monogatari. It was my first ever experience with onsen. And it was kind of like this place where you went in, they gave you like a yukata to wear, and there was like, food stalls and places to sit, as well as onsen to go into. And there was like lots of different baths. And it was like this really fun experience. But I was very scared, because I kind of like, you just walk in there, you walk into the locker room and you don't know what to do. Like when you come from an Estelian background, and it's a bit of a cultural difference to just suddenly get your kit off with everyone. So it definitely is a little bit, how do I put it? It feels a bit strange to just suddenly get naked in front of everyone. But I guess this is kind of, if you ever have to go to an onsen, remember what I have to say, because I'm going to give you the entire rundown of how to do an onsen, okay? All right? Are you listening? Villagers, this is very important. When I finally implement onsen in the village, you will have to know how to do this, okay? So when you go to the onsen, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're prepared beforehand. So if you're staying in like a onsen resort, or like if you're staying in a hotel with onsen, generally your room will provide you with pajamas. They'll provide you with like little room clothes or house clothes that you can wear. Why didn't I think of that? So you usually like to prepare by wearing the sort of hotel or resort pajamas or room clothes, and they're usually like a little set that you're free to wear throughout the hotel or the resort, and they'll give you little slippers as well. And so once you're ready to go, you usually have to bring like a towel with you from the room, unless it's like a onsen where they have towels down there. But you might need to bring a little towel with you. Usually bring two towels. One's a bath towel to dry yourself off, and then you bring a little towel which you can use to like scrub yourself when bathing, and also like just to kind of put on your head, or you can use it to cover your bits. If you're a little bit concerned about everyone looking at certain parts of you, which they don't. I don't think so. At least, I mean, I've never been to the women's one, but we kind of keep to ourselves. I don't know what the men are like. If any men who have been to an onsen want to weigh in, and if you're all like having, comparison contests or something.
I was fantasizing about everybody else in the shower, and we were all being off together.
I don't know what gets on in there, but at least in the women's bath, we just we stick to ourselves, You don't be sword fighting in there. Us women keep our sword fighting to the training grounds. No, they don't grope each other like in your moving picture stories, like you might see at the picture theatre. No. Oh my goodness. Looking good down there, bro. Just complimenting each other. No, not at all. Anyway, you have a little towel. That one you can use it to like you scrub yourself in the showers, or you can use for modesty. And so what you do is you take down those little towels and you walk down your room clothes and your slippers, and then there's usually a little entranceway where you take off your slippers, and then you walk into the locker room. And in the locker room, generally it's like one of those key, if you've ever used like a coin locker or a key locker or something, it's like those little key lockers. So it's got a key in it with a elastic band around the key, so you actually keep the key with you at all times, like when you're bathing, when you're showering. But you select a locker, anyone that has a key in it will do, because that's free, and then you put your big towel in there usually, and you keep your small towel. You take off all of your clothes. It's pants off Friday every day, 24/7 at the onsen. Well, not 24/7, a lot of them close between certain hours to clean, but when you're in the onsen, it's pants off Friday. So you take it all off in that locker room. Don't come in wearing any underwear, no swimsuits, nothing like that. That's completely inappropriate at the onsen. You have to be 100% in the buff. So once you're completely naked, you then you take your key, you lock your locker, you have everything that's stashed inside, and then you head on down to the showering area. So usually you'll enter kind of like the wet space, which is basically like, it's kind of like a second locker room, but it's just shower cubicles. Like there's cubicles for showering, and there'll be like little shower stools. At least I'm talking about like the female experience. I'm not sure if the males, I don't know if they're all just in one communal shower and they're like, yeah, bro, looking good. So we'd be the lords of this locker room. Yes, exactly. It's the same on the guy side. Excellent. So yeah, stools, communal. There's little cubicle like things that you can, or just like little sort of areas where you can set up in front of. Some of your comments are so funny. Oh, Willie, I missed you so much. Oh my gosh, I missed you. I missed talking to you. I'm so glad I'm able to get to talk to you. You're so funny. Yeah. I'm really happy. I don't realize how much I miss talking with everyone until now. This is so good. Anyway, praises more, yes, you missed the captain in a totally platonic way. Exactly. But anyway, I was talking about showering. Very important. When you get into the shower, you want to be very thorough because you're about to enter the people soup. You're about to enter the onsen, and you want to keep this as pure and clean as possible. So you must be pure and clean. So she's got very social. Let's chat. Call for aid. I'm just saying I missed you. It's not. Don't read too much into it. Don't know why my eye's winking. Maybe I take off my glasses. No, I can't read it. I mean, what if I take off my magical contact lenses that are obscuring my vision? They don't work as well here on Earth, let me tell you. But anyway, when you're in the shower, you want to turn yourself into the most clean version of yourself as possible. So generally each shower store will have you set up with shampoo, conditioner, body soap, things like that. So when you're in there, you can give yourself a complete scrub down. And generally, but if you don't want to wet your hair or stuff, they usually have shower caps and things, but that's probably more of a girl concern than a male concern. But yeah, you want to give yourself a very thorough shower in the shower. Take your time with it, really enjoy it. It's meant to be, I think it's all part of the experience. Sometimes I like the shower the most before I even get into the bath. Just enjoying hot water and having a moment of calm. It sounds like a water park when you hit the slide. Then you go down the slide into the onsen. And then once you've had your shower and you're completely clean, you can then cover your bits with your towel if you so need to, and then you head into the onsen. And generally in an onsen, it could be anywhere between one bath to multiple baths, or even a sauna. So generally, the etiquette is, you can just walk into whatever bath. Just make sure you kind of you probably don't want to be, shoulder to shoulder with someone. If there's room in the bath, you want to spread yourself out a little bit. But you can either sit on the edge or you can immerse yourself into it if it's a bit too hot. Yeah, you don't jump into it. No cannonballs. It's not like a pool. You can just walk into. You can gently immerse yourself into it, and then you can move around the onsen and just find. Usually, it's it's not so deep that you can't just sit down in it. You can usually sit down and have. If you have long hair, you have to tie it up. So I always make sure to bring a hair tie to make sure all my hair is out. Otherwise, that's a faux pas if you have any of your hair swimming in the onsen water. Even just thinking about it. Not the people soup. And then you just enjoy it. There's usually multiple, sometimes you get an indoor bath and outdoor bath, especially at this time of year when it's so cold. I love an outdoor bath because you get the mixture of the hot water as well as the cold air around you. It's just so nice. It feels really, really good. And it just is a really nice time to sit and reflect and contemplate on things. Do people chat in the soup? I think if you come with someone, you can chat quietly. Actually, I have had an old woman talk to me in the onsen before. How long do I typically stay in the water? Until I'm no longer like happy there. If it's too hot, I might only spend a couple of minutes in it before sort of moving on. If it's like a good temperature or I found a good balance or I'm able to kind of sit in and out, I might spend like 10 or 15 minutes. This kind of sitting in the onsen. Yes, actually, I don't think I've ever had people talk to me in like Tokyo onsen or anything, like, or like sentos or anything, but I think the further out I've gone, the more likely people are to talk to you. Yeah, till you turn red like a lobster or pruned. Can I take a deep breath and go full into the water? Is it not cool to do that? Probably not cool, because then your hair's touching the water. So you want to keep your head above water at all times. Oh, it like depends on like sometimes I can spend like half an hour in the onsen, but I usually, in any one onsen bath, I might only spend like 5 to 10 minutes in it, and then I kind of make my way around. If it's like one of those like those super amazing onsen that have like 5 different baths, you better believe I'm in there for an hour just trying them all. Oh, and there's yeah, there usually is like there's hot baths, and there's also sometimes a cold bath where if you do feel like you've overheated from being in the onsen, you can go in there. And yeah, sometimes there's a sauna, but I only rarely go into the sauna. I don't love a sauna. It's not something that I gravitate to more than the bath. I prefer the feeling of the water around me than just like the dry air. Well, not dry air, but like the heated air, hot air. If you have back hair, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm assuming that for men, it's okay to be hairy. But yeah, and sometimes the water is like thermal, like thermal hot springs water or like mineral water, or they've infused it with special, I don't know, magical essence from the jungles of somewhere. I don't know. And, you know, I haven't got to like, so onsenning is only the middle portion of it. There's also there's the after part. So once you've had your bathing, once you've relaxed and you've had your bath time and it's all lovely and you feel like so steamy and relaxed, then you can exit. Because I see someone, do you drink the milk after every bath? They serve milk. So this is the best part. Generally at an onsen or an onsen resort, they do have, how do I put it? They have like, okay, at the minimum, they'll have a vending machine. At the maximum, they'll provide amenities of like free, like service food and drink. So at some of the onsen that I've stayed at before, free ice cream. They had like free ice creams that you could have after the onsen, or they had free Yakult. like probiotic milk drinks. I've definitely been to ones where, yeah, you could vending machine like a little milk in different flavors. It's just really good. Yeah, so like it's usually something cold generally. So like once you've been in the onsen, you want to cool down a bit. They give you little ice creams or your Yakults or cold milk, which tastes really nice and refreshing after a bath. But this might be kind of like a girl's perk. I don't know if this is the same in the male onsen, but I also love the part after the onsen where there's like adjacent to the locker room in the female onsen, at least, is like a secondary sort of dressing room or like a powder room kind of, where they have generally like facial skincare products and hair dryers and things to basically like refresh your skin and dry your hair off before you exit the onsen. It's really nice. I love the onsen, and I love going to the onsen, and I love relaxing in an onsen, and I love it so much. It's my favorite thing to do in Japan. So basically, like everything I've decided to do has been like planned around onsen. But that's Mina's favorite thing.
My fellow brothers, in the face of our common dangers, in this winter of our hardship, remember these timeless words: as we can.